welcome to this week's edition of Go Well with Sharon, guys. We are back at the fabulous Hullabaloo Interiors to interview a very amazing lady, Angelique Griffin, who is a racing driver in her spare time. Then we're off to the racetrack for some adrenaline action. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Right, guys, so we're still busy with our Women's Month feature. And today I have a very, very interesting lady with me. Angelique, thank you so much for chatting to me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Trust me, with the adrenaline rush that you're about to put us through, the pleasure's all mine. Now, you are, besides a businesswoman, also a racing driver.
For fun, yep.
Awesome. Well, that's expensive fun, right?
Very much so, especially when it goes wrong.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Now tell me, I'm really curious to know, have you always liked cars? Have you always liked the adrenaline rush attached to it? How did you get into racing?
It's been a family thing. My parents were in racing and rallying for many years, so I've always been in a race car or a car of some sort, or in the garage with Dad, you know, fixing or helping. So it's been in the blood. It's been brought down from Dad, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I think I started about 2013 actually racing myself.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
so you've been doing this for quite a while already?
Yes, I have, yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I'm curious to know, I mean, I'm quite an adrenaline junkie myself, but are you ever scared in that car?
I think if you had to stop being scared, I think that's when you put the helmet away.
Probably.
It definitely is a scary situation, but I think it's more nerves than scared. But it's amazing fun at the same time. Amazing
I can
fun.
only imagine. And folks, we're going to be in that race car soon, so stay tuned. Now, Angelique, tell me, in terms of racing, there's very few women out there that actually race.
Very much so.
Do you find that in today's day and age even, people still sort of look at you and go like, you know, what's wrong with her? Why is she an actual driver?
It does have still have that connotation. I find a lot of women have the fear of doing that kind of thing. But yes, we get looked at and asked why do we do it.
Yes.
Normally someone would say, you know, why. But I think I really do wish more women would do it. It's definitely something that it's quite inspiring.
Yes.
I really do wish more women would do it. Yeah.
Fantastic. And why do you think women still, or there's still way more men than women that race? Is it a cost thing? Is it sort of a gender thing where women maybe think that, you know what, it's not appropriate or it's not something that women should get into?
I think it probably is a lot to do with actually getting into the mechanics of it first.
Yes.
If you don't really understand the mechanics, it's taken me a long time to get the mechanics of it. But if you don't understand the mechanics, you don't want to go venture into a place you don't understand.
Yes.
And I think it's still a man-woman thing where men belong there.
Yes.
Men belong in the garage, and you know the woman should be maybe bringing the coffee for the man in the garage type of scenario.
Yes.
Whereas I've been lucky enough that both my parents have encouraged me to be the person that goes and stands in the garage and watches Dad, and I think a lot more of that should be done. You know, ladies should be encouraged to go and experience the technical side of it, so that they can understand that when they do something, racing, as much as it is very technical and it is a male dominant thing, women actually can still do it.
Yes.
And I think it's just an unknown.
Possibly.
I think it might be an unknown.
Absolutely. And just speaking about the technical side of things, I also feel that as a woman, it's so important that you empower yourself knowing what's happening under the engine.
Yes, yes. It does help when things start getting difficult, or you start feeling that, you know, the car's not performing correctly. It's very difficult for for us as ladies to express why.
Yes.
If you don't have some sort of understanding on the technical side. So yes, I think you need to try start from the technical. I'm not saying you need to put the engine together,
yes,
but maybe understand a little bit how it works, or how it's put together, or something like that.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more with you. Now, on race days, do you get quite nervous, or are you that cool, calm, collected person?
I think I get nervous about 3 days before. I definitely, as you're on the start line, there's a few butterflies that creep in, and you get a bit sweaty hands, and once you start, then all that disappears and goes into adrenaline. So definitely nerves before race.
Which is a good thing, I suppose.
It is indeed.
Very fine line between being nervous and being excited.
That's it, yes, yeah.
And speaking of excited, I can only assume that it must be quite an adrenaline rush to actually be in that car and to race.
Very much so. I find the adrenaline that you get on the start line, and by the time you finish and you get out that car, and you get out and your hands are shaking, and the sweat is pouring, and the smile is huge, and that adrenaline is amazing.
Awesome. Now tell me, do you often find that you are the only lady in a specific race?
Yes, in my category at the moment at the Classics, I'm the only lady that races. We used to have one or two other ladies, but again, having the technical support from a male partner, or from someone else, is also crucial to ensure that you can complete your season the best you can, and I think they've all stepped back because they haven't had the support that they needed. So unfortunately, I'm the only lady rider, I think, in Port Elizabeth at the moment that's racing our category.
That is actually quite something. But speaking about partner and about the support, your current partner supports you quite a bit.
Yes,
in
he
your
does.
Racing.
Very much so, he does, yes.
What is his role that he plays for you?
Obviously, he's my mechanic. he's my pit crew.
We love that, ladies.
We do. I've threatened to put him as my brolly boy, but he won't fall for that one. And at the same time, on the sideline, he's just as nervous for me on the track as what I am for myself. Stands on the sideline and screams and "Go, Angelique!" and that means a lot. And when you come into the pit and he opens the door, it's like that was a good race.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that support.
Absolutely, you need that support in your life.
Definitely.
And it's a fantastic thing that you guys have going here. It's so amazing.
Definitely.
Now, I'm curious to know, what keeps you going?
The end of the day, you've raced, you've had fun, you've had a bit of tears because maybe it didn't go as well as you wanted it to, but the end of the day, you can sit back, you've accomplished, you've enjoyed, it's just been amazing. That is what keeps me going. The friends afterwards, the camaraderie, the guys that you dice with, and you get out and you hug each other or give each other a handshake and say that was a brilliant dice. That's what keeps me going.